me a few days of hope that quickly collapsed under the weight of the whispers. Meanwhile, Nadia acted completely normal around Clara, laughing, helping with chores, pretending nothing was wrong. But the moment Clara left the room, her behavior shifted. That's when the whispering always began. I started to believe she was tailoring everything specifically to break me down. Whisper just loud enough for me to hear, deny everything when confronted, let Clara see only her innocent side. The tension between all of us became unbearable. Clara was caught between her husband and her sister. I could see her trying to hold everything together, but my fixation on Nadia's behavior was tearing our home apart. One evening, everything boiled over. I was walking down the hallway when I heard it, a whisper clearer than ever, a sharp, low murmur directly behind me. I whipped around, heart pounding, and stormed into the kitchen, where Nadia stood with a glass of water, pretending not to notice me. I exploded, I yelled. I demanded she admit what she was doing, demanded she explain why. Nadia burst into tears and ran out of the house. I panicked because I knew exactly who she would call. And Clara hated being interrupted at work. I imagined all the lies Nadia could tell her. Clara came home hours later, looking exhausted and overwhelmed. I tried to explain, but she cut me off. She said she loved me, but hearing me accuse her sister of tormenting me was ripping her apart. Behind her, Nadia stood quietly, crying and nodding along to everything Clara said. It felt like watching someone stage a performance just for her benefit, and I couldn't say a word without sounding unhinged. I decided to wait. My emotions were too raw, and Clara wouldn't hear me if I spoke from anger. The next day, calmer, I tried again. I told Clara how deeply the whispers were affecting me. She listened, but in her eyes I could see the conclusion already forming. She said my symptoms were too complex to deal with at home. She said she was considering hospitalization for me. The thought hit me like a punch. It felt like she was giving up. We argued, loud, desperate, painful. Neither of us could convince the other. Afterward, I knew I had to approach this differently. If Clara saw Nadia's strange behavior with her own eyes, without my commentary, maybe she would understand. So I stayed quiet and watched. And whenever Nadia muttered under her breath or froze mid-task, I made sure Clara was nearby. Slowly, her expression began to change. Doubt crept in. That's when I began recording everything.